Got it. Okay. So good evening, everyone. Good evening, good morning, wherever you're watching us from. Hello, everyone. So I want to welcome you to the whole team winning event that we've got tonight. My name is Charity Iyamu, and I'm going to be your host. And along me being your host, I have got two amazing ladies with me in the house tonight who are going to be sharing their testimony. They're going to be telling you how they've been able to change their health. Remember the topic, the theme of what we're doing tonight, we're going to be talking about what is the worth of your health, or how much do you value your health to the point that you would now decide to say, you know what, I've had enough. I need to make that change. It's time for me to make that change. And that's why we're coming in with that question, asking you, what is your health worth? What is it? How valuable do you, or what value can you give to your health? How much value can you give to your health? So that's what we're going to be talking about tonight. So I want everyone, wherever you're watching from, if someone has invited you, I want to say this to you. If you are in the house and somebody has invited you, that's because that person respects you. That's because that person loves you and wants you to hear and wants you to just sit down, relax, and listen to everything that you're going to be hearing tonight. Now, I don't know what question you might have in your mind tonight as you're listening to us. And I'm sure if I were to ask us this question in regards to our previous experience or what we've gone through this past year, or in the year 2020 to be precise, most of us, we come to the fact that you will agree that every single one of us, no matter the level of your health, that we do have a challenge in that aspect when it comes to our health. We do have a challenge in our health. So that's why we're going to be here tonight. And you're going to hear some amazing testimonies from these two ladies. To be honest to you, I've only heard one of them story. I've never heard of the other lady's story. So I'm just going to sit down here tonight and allow my ears to tingle as I listen to these stories. Or it might be the fact that someone or listening, one of them might be sharing something that I have never heard before. So that's what it's going to be tonight. So I just want you, like I said to you, I know for some places the weather might be very hot, for some places it might be raining, cooling down, but whatever it is, just grab yourself a cup of drink. Whatever the drink might be, just grab yourself a cup of drink and just come along this journey with us. So I'm going to start and give you a little bit about myself and what made me, because we're talking about the fact that what is the worth of your health? You know, how valuable do you see your health? You know, so for me, when I started this journey 6 years ago, to be honest to you, I had no idea what it meant to be healthy. For some of us, we think, oh yes, we are eating healthy. I've got health. I'm eating enough fruits and vegetables. I'm doing all what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm doing my exercise. I'm doing all of that. But the question comes to the fact that if we have to talk about health, health has to do with the fact that, or if we talk, let me put it this way. If we're talking about one who is really eating or living a healthy lifestyle, you're looking at 80% of what you're taking into your body and 20% of how active you are. You don't have to be going to the gym. You don't have to be exercising. But if you're giving yourself that 80%, eating right, eating clean, putting the right food, the right nutrients into your body, and as well as giving yourself 20% of active lifestyle, it could be walking up the staircase, it could be just taking that 15 minutes walk, but whatever it is, you're doing it 20%. So that's where we're coming in tonight. So I want to take us back to our health. I want to take us to the fact that what we're talking about, focusing today on health. Health matters. Your health matters. My health matters, regardless of what your age might be. It does matter. So for me, getting on this journey 6 years ago was the fact that I wasn't eating healthy. I had no idea what it meant to eat healthy. I had no, for some of us, if I ask those of us, somebody has invited you here tonight, if I ask you, what do you really understand by eating healthy? I'm sure we're going to hear a different version of what it means to be eating healthy. So, but I'm not going to ask you that question. So what I want to do tonight is to allow these two beautiful ladies that I've got here with me in the house to kind of introduce themselves to you. I know I'm kind of jumping, but I just want them to introduce themselves to you, so that you can see how beautiful they are looking with the fact that they've made this decision. So I'm going to I'm going to ask my first guest to unmute herself while I spotlight her and she can.
Wow, thank you so much, Sister Charity, First Lady Charity, for this opportunity. My name is Sister Bianca Ayila, and I'm a mother of 3 boys. I'm a Christian, and I live in the Republic of Ireland. And I'm a digital entrepreneur and a lifestyle coach. Thank you so much for having me again, First Lady Charity.
You are so welcome, Bianca. You are so welcome. So let's get the second guest. If you can please introduce yourself and let them know where you are tuning in from.
Hello, everyone. Good evening. Good evening, Boss Lady Charity. Thank you so much for this opportunity. I don't take it for granted at all. Thanks for inviting me on your platform. So my name is Fumilayo Olufunwa. So my nickname is Fumite. I like to be called Fumite, by the way. So I'm a mom of beautiful 3 kids. And I live in UK, and I'm a healthcare professional, and yes, yeah, and I'm into this amazing business opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you so much. So I have got Fumi with me, Fumite, like she said, she likes to be called. And I've got Bianca here with me tonight. So I've got these 2 amazing ladies, and they're going to be, as we go along, it's going to be kind of more like interactive. It's going to be more like what made them to make their decision. You would have to find out, you will have to listen to them as they tell you why they made that decision. To what level did they get to in their life that they decided to say, you know what, enough is enough. You know, because we do all get to a certain stage, a certain point in our life, and we say, you know what, I've had enough. I need to make a change. I need to do a U-turn. I need to do something, because if you don't do something with regards to your health, then you're looking at the opposite effect. So for me, that's what it was. In the case that I was putting on the weight, I could see myself going, you know, and I got to the point where I decided, you know what, I need to do something about my health. I need to make a decision. So I don't know how many of you, you're watching people, you're seeing us, people sharing their story, people talking about how they are making these changes in their life. And you're probably sitting down there like I was, wondering, is this real? Are they doing this for real? Could this really be their real story, or are they making it up? But I want to guarantee you tonight that everything that you're going to be hearing from these 2 amazing ladies are real. They are real stories, real stories. So I want to start with you, Fumite. When did you make that decision? When did you decide to say to yourself, you know what, I've had enough of whatever the health challenge, or let me put it this way. If you can start by telling us what it was for you before you discovered this amazing lifestyle.
Well, thank you so much, Boss Lady, for that question. That's a really, really good question. So before I started this journey on this business, because I started the business first, so life was not that bad, but it wasn't where I really want to, health wisely, and financially, not where I want to. So, but at the moment, I can boldly say that 100% health wisely, I am very okay, and I'm where I wanted to be ever before. So thank you.
Okay, so what was it before? Okay, if what you're saying now, I understand what you're saying, that at the moment you are where you believe you want to be at the moment, yeah. So before you got yourself to this point, when in your life did you say, okay, you know what, I think I've had it, I need to make that U-turn?
I actually make that decision when I started on the business, because before then, you know, when you don't know, when you are ignorant, you don't know. So I wasn't aware of how important the health is until last year when the pandemic started. So when everybody was after their health, that is when I realized that health is wealth. It's not all about money, money, money. So we have to look after our health. Then I heard about this product. I've heard about it for over 4 years now, but I wasn't interested. So I won't say it's too expensive because I didn't even bother to ask how much it was. So
Exactly.
I thought in my head that everything is okay. I'm okay, so I don't need anything. And my weight, I thought, okay, it's okay as well. I don't need to lose weight. I don't need to, you know. But it was after the pandemic when everyone was fighting, okay, you have to look after your health, your cholesterol, your this, your that. Then that's when I sat back and think that, wow, I think I need to do something. Then when this lady also bring this amazing opportunity to me, then I grabbed it quickly and got the product straight away and started using it. Because I had some testimony from other people that are using the product. So what it has done for them. So then I decided to take the step, and I've never regretted it since.
Can I ask you, Sister Fumi? I know I'm kind of focusing more on you than I am on Bianca. Can I ask you if you can I'm not asking you to like tell us the whole your entire health history or what it was exactly that you were going through, but I just want you to pinpoint on one particular aspect of your health, you know, that you felt like what you said, that I know you talked about weight loss, that you felt that, oh, your weight was okay. You felt that you were, you know, we all do feel that way. But now, knowing what you know now, yeah, and looking back at the fact that you made this decision to turn your life around, to do what you're doing now, yeah, I just want you to pinpoint one aspect of your health that I would want you to talk to us about tonight, because we're talking about what is your health, you know, that your health matters. So at a point in your life, there must have been a health challenge that you were going through, you know, that you turning your life around, you've discovered that, you know what, this has really helped my health. So I want you to pinpoint one health aspect of your life, please.
Can I say two then, please?
Okay.
Go
ahead.
So firstly, I was having constipation. I've had it all my life, and I thought it was normal thing. When I said I wasn't aware, I was ignorant, I thought things was normal. So that's one of the things. And when I started using this product, this changed like a magic, like, you know, so I was having constipation for forever, I would say. And having it for that long made me believe that it is normal, you know. So the second one that I'm going to mention was hay fever. Hay fever was like my thing. So I thought it's just me. I thought I was born with it because I've had it for all my life as well, those two things, you know. So that's why I said I'm going to mention those two things instead of one.
Sorry, Fumi, just to cut you in. Just like what you're saying, that you going through constipation, you're always constipated, and the fact that you have hay fever as well. You're not the only person, because I've heard people say, oh, when we get to summer period, they say, oh, you know what? Is that season again, the season where my hay fever, I start having hay fever. And I'm like, it doesn't have to be that way, you know? And then you get people talk about the fact that, oh, I'm always constipated. This is it's become part of me. And we find it difficult. I think the thing is, we as human beings. You know, we find it so difficult to allow ourselves to make changes. You know, we are so easy to, it's always been this way. So because it's always been this way, we adjust our lifestyle to live according to what we think or what we believe that it's always this way. And we don't bother to make any step to discover, what can I do? Is this normal? You know, so I'm glad you're sharing these two aspects of your health with us, the constipation and as well as the hay fever. I don't know if Bianca is here with us because she said she's having a network problem. But while we are waiting for her, now I'm gonna dwell on you, Sister Fumi. I want to find out from you while we are waiting for Sister Bianca to come on. If we have to look at the products that you used, which products would you say that you actually used that helped and supported you in order for you to achieve the result that you've been able to acquire from it?
I would say the capsule, the 4 capsule, the premium capsule and the omega, because I can't specifically say this is the one, because when I joined the product, I bought everything. So I started using it and then noticed it changing. Even, in fact, I think the 3rd, 4th day, the first week of me using this product, the premium capsules, I actually noticed change. The first thing I noticed was my energy level increased. And then me getting up in the morning, feeling really tired, feeling like I've never slept all night. So I will get up, then I realize that I'm just up and I'm okay. I'm not dragging on the bed and all that. So I think it's the 4 capsules that does the job together.
Okay, thank you so much. She said it's the 4 capsules. So we're talking about the premium capsules and we're talking about the omega capsules. So you've been taking this and this has actually helped you to achieve this amazing result that you're sharing with us. And I want to say this before I don't know, Bianca, if she's here, while we're still waiting for, okay, she is here. Sister Bianca, can I bring you on and add you to the spotlight? If you can please unmute yourself. And I'm going to ask you the same similar questions that I asked Sister Fumi. When did you actually, when did you actually make that decision, or what has happened? What health challenge can you look at now and say, okay, this is what I was going through, and this is the point where I decided to say, you know what, I've had enough. I need to make a U-turn.
Wow, thanks once again. Wow, there was a couple of issues that really made me to say I need to do something about my health. First of all, I was trying to lose weight, and I was struggling to lose weight because I wanted to get on the transplant list too, because I have end-stage kidney disease and I was under so much heavy medication that I started smelling like a walking chemist. You know, everything about me, my whole being was just smelling medication. Even my breath, if I have to say and go that far, was smelling of medication. And come pandemic time, I also joined during the pandemic time, because obviously it was stated that people that have, you know, chronic like illness are the ones that are at a higher risk of you know, getting you know, the virus. So this also pushed me like to say, I mean, if there is something that can help me that's natural, let me try it. So those were the 3 reasons why I decided to jump on to change my health.
Okay.
I hope
now
I've answered you. Yeah.
You've talked about, because when you were talking about the fact that I can imagine, it's like you've kind of like become more like a chemist, because when you talk about the fact that your breath, everything around you is all medication because of what you're taking. Now, so you're looking at the fact, so if I understand what you've just said is the fact that you made this decision 2020.
Absolutely, yes.
That's when you decided to say, you know what, enough is enough, because you were tired of feeding your body with medication. You were so tired. So now, what has changed for you, Bianca?
Wow, so much has changed because, you know, due to my chronic kidney disease, it brought many other health challenges. And so me starting this product, like it changed so many things and helped me with so many things, which, for example, I'll mention if now you would like me to go ahead and talk about them
Yeah,
now.
please feel free to. Feel free to.
Oh, yes. Okay. So first of all, as I talked about the weight, I was struggling to lose weight. And I believe because of so many reasons, my metabolism obviously was not in the right place because I had done everything within my power, tried every diet, every recipe that I could try and do to lose weight, nothing worked. I was even actually referred to get a gastric sleeve, you know, where they'll reduce my stomach so that
Yeah,
I can
yeah.
eat less to lose weight. For those maybe that don't know what that is all about. Okay, so first of all, within the first month, I started losing weight drastically. You know, that was the first advantage that I enjoyed. And hopefully during that very same month is when I had my appointment to see the surgeons that refer you for transplant and put you on the transplant list. So thankfully, this gave me the first and foremost important thing that I wanted at that time. So I was put on my transplant lists, another bonus. Now, I had a problem of constipation, chronic constipation,
Okay.
hemorrhoids. Yeah. And, you know, since I've taken this product and obviously with some lifestyle changes, I like drinking more water, obviously exercise, sleeping well. I noticed that I have never ever had any bloating, constipation, or hemorrhoids since then. I was anemic as well, getting two
Okay.
injections twice a month for that, for my hemoglobin. I was getting twice a month intravenous iron. And since I've started this product already within the first month, let me say weeks, because I took it in the middle of the month. When I did my monthly bloods already, they stopped it because they wanted to be in a certain level. So it was too high. So they cannot give me more than that. Otherwise, I'll start clotting on the machine. So that's the other thing that I benefited from there. I had chronic inflammation. I was so prone to infections that anything I can just, any single thing, I just quickly get in, allergies and all those kind of things, inflammation so easily. But since that time, like so many issues that I've been having, I was struggling with thrush as well. You know, that was a big problem for me because
Wow.
inflammation was everywhere. So you can imagine the situation whereby, you know, you have hemorrhoids at the same time and having thrush at the same time. It's burning everywhere. It was unbearable. I mean, I know it's embarrassing to talk about such things. People think sometimes that thrush is because you're not clean. No, that's not about it. Sometimes, you know, if you know something is not right in your body, it can affect
Mm.
that. I had problem with my hormones as well because I was bleeding like almost nonstop. My period was like, like I don't know, in a
Wow.
month, so many times a month. Like I had to go to gynae for that. So since I started the product, I had to go and remove the coil because they had to put the coil to control that. And I removed that coil. And since then I have my period once in a month. So which means also this was linked to my hormones. My hormones have been helped as well to be
Mm.
balanced. Yeah. And the other thing, I used to have aches and pains. I couldn't like walk a long distance. I used to have a painful, like this pain here in my chest. Like if I walk it for a short distance, I'll feel like something's like blocking me. I can't breathe. But since that time, I haven't experienced that. Like I've been well. Now this is the time that I'm able to exercise even up to an hour nonstop. But before I could not do this. I could not
That's
do this.
that's that's a massive, massive, massive life transformation. To be honest, to you, Sister Bianca. massive life transformation, you know. And I think when you were talking about you getting constipated, it kind of, I'm like, oh, the two of you here on the platform tonight sharing your story. What a coincidence that both of you were constipated prior to you starting this healthy lifestyle, you know. And I'm just kind of short of words, you know, with what you said. Now I can actually see when you talk about the fact that you were smelling medication. Literally everywhere was full of medication, because I can imagine the amount of tablets that they would have given to you that you were taking, flooding your system with it. Now I want to ask you something, Sister Bianca. You know, the same question I asked: what has changed?
Well, of course, my health has improved. I'm in a better place with my health now. I feel much better within myself. And like I feel like I'm a new person altogether. I feel like I'm a new person altogether, because that time also, and another thing that I forgot, I used to always be stressed out. You know, hormones, if your hormones are not balanced, it can affect your, your mood. I used to have too much mood swings. You know, there's a saying that men normally like to say that, oh yeah, the hormones have started. They like to
Exactly.
the hormones have started. I used to see that thing as just, they're just talking. I didn't understand it. But you know, when I got to when my lifestyle changed through this product, I got to understand that, wow, you know, it's so amazing how nutrition is linked to so many things. Even sometimes anxiety, depression is linked to unbalanced hormones. And just through eating and simple lifestyle changes that can like transform your health. I hope I've answered you well, or is there
You,
anything else
you, you have answered well over, because to be honest to you, when you talked about the fact that when you talked about when men say, oh, their hormones are at it again, oh, their hormones are at it again, you know, hormonal balance is something that it can affect so many things in your health. You know, once that hormonal balance kicks in. And one thing that you said that I want to pick on is when you said, talking about good nutrition, you know, talking about good nutrition. And I think that's one thing, you know, when we talk about what we're doing, you know, if I'm permitted to use this word as health coaches that we are, because that's what we try, that's what we do. We give up, we tell people about our products, and you're sharing your story here with tonight. So I want to say that I think one thing that we do is the fact that we are committed. You know, we are committed in helping ourselves as well as helping others through nutrition, you know, which is, you know, like I said at the initial beginning, that is the foundation of good health. Nutrition, what you're putting into your body, what you're flooding your body with, what you're eating, what fruits are you eating, what products what are you taking, you know, to fuel your body, to give your body the right nutrients. So like you rightly talked about the fact that if I'm going to ask you now, because I want to pinpoint on something that I want to talk about, but I want to ask you because I've asked Fumi, and she's talked about the fact that she used the capsules, she used the 4 capsules. So if I were to ask you, what were the key products that you actually used? Is it similar to what Fumi talked about?
Well, my internet was acting out, so I was on and off, but I'll just go and mention I'm on I can say all of our products. Okay.
Yeah.
So the premium capsules and the omegas, like they help me with my hormones and all the other issues, constipation and all that. And the weight loss, it was the booster and the shakes and the capsules as well together. And I was alternating with our soups and our bars, our yummy bars. And you know, for energy and other things as well, the omega and the uplift as well. And what else can I say? Yeah, So that's what basically I was using. I can say I was using all of our products.
Now I want to keep point. I want to keep point on the capsules because that's what both of you have in common. And the thing is, when we flood, what we're doing is flooding our body with the most important foods that we could ever eat. And having these products that we have, which are the raw fruits, the raw vegetables, and the raw berries that we are flooding our system. So for those of us who are here, that somebody has invited you, if I were to ask you, say maybe in the past 2-3 weeks or a few weeks that have gone by, or let me even say this past week that you've just gone past, how many days can you literally say that you have sat down, or anyone that is watching from whichever platform you're watching, how many days can you literally sit down and say to me now, oh, you know what, I have gotten 9 to 13 servings of fruits, vegetables, and berries in your system?
Well, to be honest, it's almost impossible for you to do that.
Okay.
To be honest with you, it's almost impossible. If you come
exactly.
To it's almost, it
exactly. Is. Very impossible for anyone. But the thing is, just like what Sister Bianca said, even the person that would sit down and say to you that I am so diligent in eating my food, or I'm a very good eater, I eat my fruits, I eat my vegetables, I do this and all that. To be honest to you, you still need that nutritional support. You still need that nutritional support. And that's where our product comes in. That's where our product comes in, because that's the magic. You know, because I think when we talk to people about the fact that the products that we take, mostly, like I said, I want to pinpoint on the capsules, is the fact that when you're taking those capsules, you're flooding your system with good nutrition, not just good nutrition from over 30 raw. I'm going to repeat that word, raw. I'm not talking about cooked vegetables. I'm not talking about anything. I'm talking about flooding your system with over 30 raw, vine-ripened whole foods, because that's what those capsules are. And the amazing thing with the fact is that they are non-GMO and they are NSF certified. NSA certified. So I was speaking to somebody the other day and I said to the person was like, oh, when you're talking about the capsules, when you talk about the capsules, or you're taking the capsules, what can you think in your mind that you're taking? I sat there and I'm like thinking, and I said to the person, you know what? Taking my capsules every day is like me having a bowl of salad in a capsule form. So you can think of the because if you look at broccoli, when you buy broccoli, you can steam your broccoli. You know, you can steam your cauliflower, you can steam your green peas, but you can't steam salad, can you? So it's raw. So the best way I can actually, describe those capsules that we take is salad in a capsule. That is the best way.
Wow, I love that.
Yeah, it's got salad. And so it's important, listening to both of your testimonies tonight. I want to pinpoint on our products, the capsules. I want to pinpoint on not just the capsules. I want to pinpoint on the fact that our whole food nutrition, or our vine-ripened whole nutrition, or you might call it salad in capsules form or salad in shake form, whatever you want to call it, is the fact that the process that it has to go through is
Boss lady,
yes.
It's more than salad in the capsule. It's a whole food in the capsule.
I love that. But if you have to say it's a whole food in a capsule, then we have to talk about the fact that it's raw, because they are raw. They are not cooked in any way. So if anyone who is thinking of it, just like what Fumi said, if you're thinking of it as a food in capsules, she said it's more than salad. So you see, so if you're talking about it being food in a capsules, then you're literally talking about the fact that they're raw. Raw. So what I want to say to us is the fact that with the capsules, are encapsulated or you can have them in the chewable form. So the first thing I want us to look at the fact that these products are vine ripened. So that means they remain attached to the plant until the nutrition is fully developed. It's fully developed. A few days ago, I went to the shop to get some fruits, and I'm looking at, so now, you see what here? I want to say something to us. I've been able to get a better understanding. Normally before I would go to the shop, let's talk about the few lifestyle changes, that we are applying to our life and all that. So I want to pinpoint on something that I want us to understand. Normally before, I could go to the shop, I could pick fruits. I'm not bothered about whether it says allowed to ripen at home, I'm not bothered about it. I can just pick it and say, okay, I take it, keep it at home and let it ripe. But now I don't do that, because I've gotten a much better understanding that the longer they leave the fruit, the longer the better you buy a fruit that is ripe already, it goes to tell you the process that the fruit has gone through. That means that this process has been, this fruit or vegetable that you're buying from the market has been allowed, to attach itself to the plant until the nutrition in it, as in the micronutrients, as in the macronutrients that is in the fruits and vegetable, is fully developed. And that's what makes me to love our products. Because the company or the farmers who are producing these fruits and vegetables and berries allow the fruit, allow the vegetable, allow the berries to be attached to the plant until nutrition is fully developed. So that makes it amazing. So it's not something that, that you would go and say, oh, so for me, getting that understanding kind of has helped me. So I don't know if Sister Fumi or Sister Bianca, if any one of you have any lifestyle change, that you can say, okay, this is what I have been doing, ever since I discovered this. I don't know if any one of you want to share one or two things with us before we go this evening. Can you unmute yourself, please?
All right, boss lady.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Okay.
Who's going first?
Anyone
All
of
right,
you?
okay, I'll be. All right, it's okay. I'll just be short and brief and give you time also to mention your changes. Well, my changes obviously was drinking more water, having more better rested sleep. Number 3, more exercise. I get to move my body more, so I was more active. And obviously, I've increased my intake of fruits and vegetables, and I'm more conscious of everything that I put inside my body. So that is where I'm going to end it. Thank you so much. Over to you, boss lady.
I'm muted. All right, Sister Fumi.
Thank you so much, boss lady. You know what? It's like we've got the same thing. So what am I going to say again? I've changed my health, my lifestyle completely. Unlike before, I don't care anything that comes my way. I just put it in my mouth, and I don't drink water. I don't usually drink water, but now I don't even drink any fizzy drink, any canned drink or anything anymore. My water is what I drink now. So wow. I have my 2 liters. I finish 2 of these every day. So that's one of the things that changes. And also, I eat more salad, like broccoli and all those salad generally. I don't eat them before. I don't even cook it. I don't even offer it to my children. So I can't even imagine I don't eat it. So how do I offer it to my children? I don't buy it. So now I buy them every day. I eat more of the raw vegetables, fruit, and all that, And also, when you are doing things, your children see you doing it. They also
want it, yeah.
They want it, so they're also eating more veg and the fruit now than ever before. So before I actually go, because my testimony would not be complete if I did not share this very one, but this is my, because First Lady, because you say just one, that's why I said, okay, let me add two. I had a lot, but this very one, I must share it. Please permit me.
Oh, please feel free to share it.
All right. So my son was asthmatic for like over, God knows now, they diagnosed him, and he's been on asthmatic medication, all sorts of inhaler and all the tablets just to calm it down. But unfortunately, then at least every month we go to A&E. It's like our usual place we visit, you know. So once we are coming, they know that they've already knows us. So once he has that attack, I can't even keep it because me, myself, I'm shaking. I don't know what to do. All the medication, all the inhaler, I wouldn't even remember to give because it's just too much, you know. So, but since I got this product and using it, luckily this company, they've got the heart of gold and they're giving you the children one free of charge. So my son has got his health back free without paying penny for it.
Wow.
Since over a year now, over 18 months, since I started using this product, I've started giving it to him. We have not visited, they've been writing to us because we went for checkup. They said it's fine. You know, the medication there, I used to collect them, so I put them right here. If you see pile of medication, because of this thing, you might not see it. In my house, since I've been collecting them for the past 1 year, we have not used any of them. And for the past 3 months now, like I think since July, I stopped collecting them because they're just too much. So then they've stopped it because they know that we don't really need it. So anytime I'm sharing my testimony, I said it won't be complete without me saying about my son's health because of this product, we're not making medical claim. Yeah. But like Sister Bianca said, that if you have the right nutrition in your system, everything goes back to normal. You know what our product does is goes into your system and put everything that is not right and put it right. Then you get your health completely back. If I'm climbing my staircase before, halfway, I will be stopping and, you know, I will stop and relax, taking a breath. But now I run 1 hour without stopping. I do exercise and I walk, I do workout, which I've never done before. So everything just changed like a magic, which I looked at myself. I've even wondered, is this me or is it someone else? You know? So guys, if you are watching anywhere, we're not making any medical claim or anything, but this product works like magic. For me, I work like magic, you know? So you can give it a try. And you will not regret it.
Thank you so much, Sister Fumi. Thank you so much. Now, talking about the product, I want to quickly give us a brief introduction or talk a little bit about the product before we leave, because you've heard these two ladies share their testimony about them using the product. Sister Bianca talked about the fact that she uses all the product, and I'm sure Sister Fumi does. And just to add to what Sister Fumi said, please, I want everyone here to please note that we are not making medical claims, that there are not medical claims. You've heard about the lifestyle changes that these ladies have also added to them taking this product that has helped them to achieve this amazing testimonials that we cannot take it away from them because they are just telling their stories just as it is. Now, to look at the product, I'll kind of giving us a little bit intro talking about the fact that there are vine-ripened fruits and vegetables and berries that you do. So the good thing about the fact is that when these are picked, when they go through the process, you know, and the fruits and the vegetables are then grounded into a powder form, you know, which is much better than you juicing it. So people who talk about, when we talk to people about juicing, when you have to juice, you do take out the peels of the leaves or the seeds and all of that. We take it all out. But when the company when these fruits and vegetables, are going through that grounding process that they are going through, you're looking at the peels, you're looking at the leaves, you're looking at the seeds. And these are where we get most of this nutrition. Let me give you an example. How many, no, let me ask a question before, what am I trying to do? Let me ask us a question here. I'm not asking anyone to answer, but if you, either one of you, Bianca or Fumi, feels you want to answer, that's fine. Now, how many of us takes an orange, you know, and peel it, throw away the peel, and just eat the inside? We all do it.
Yes.
Do it.
Absolutely. But do you know that in that orange peel that you're throwing away, that it has 80% of vitamin C in it? 80%. So when we're talking about, so that means if an orange, the peel of an orange has 80% of vitamin C, that means you just eating the inside of that fruit and vegetable, you're only eating 20% of vitamin C.
Interesting.
Do you understand? So that's what it is. And when the fruits and the vegetables and all of these are going through that grinding process, nothing is removed from it. Nothing is removed from it. So when people say, oh, they're fruits and vegetables, I might as well get one and juice it. No, it's much more better than juicing fruits and vegetables. And for me, I don't, you know, when we have this understanding, it makes you to ask yourself, why is it that we don't eat the peel? Why do we get rid of it? If we know what we know now, that if we know what we know now from this Zoom, that it has up to 80% of vitamin C can be found in a peel of an orange, or the peel of an orange. So when the company, when it goes through this grinding process that it goes, it is now slowly dried up at a low temperature. So why are they drying it up at this low temperature? They're drying it up at this low temperature to preserve all the nutrients. And then they put it into a capsule form or put it into a chewables form. And to be honest to you, I love the fact that these products that we take, you know, has over 40 researched nutritional studies or published studies about it. And there's still more research going on, which in the near future, we'll get to find out how many more researches are coming out. So the thing is, people say vitamins, they're not vitamins, they are food. And that is why you have a nutritional label on it. You would never find a vitamin label on it. So it's the same label that you see when you go to the market, when you go to the shop, you do your shopping, and you buy a frozen broccoli, or you buy a frozen cauliflower, or you buy a frozen whatever vegetable or fruits. The same label that you get to see on those things is the same label that you see on our products. And this is what the government, or whichever, well, let me put government, yeah. This is what the government considers as food. Because why? There are no warning labels on them. There are no warning labels on them. Sister Bianca and Sister Fumi talked about them having the omega capsules. So if you look at the omega capsules, it's made up of 6 plant sources. So it contains a full spectrum of natural occurring omega 3, 5, 6, 7, and 9. And are encapsulated using brand new low temperature technology. So that means it's not been damaged. Those capsules are not damaged. So they are cold pressed, if you want to look at another part of it. Then we have Sister Bianca talked about her having the shakes. The shakes is vegan, it's gluten-free. Every of our complete products are gluten-free. They are whole food protein. They have fiber, they have amino acids, they have fruits and vegetables in the shake. So taking the shake is something that you can have as a quick breakfast. For most of us, you all know that for the past how many days now in this month of September, we've been talking about total health and body transformation. And some of us do use it as a post or as a pre-workout recovery drink, depending on what you want to use it for. And we do use it as a quick breakfast, as a meal replacement for a quick breakfast or even a quick dinner if you haven't got the time. Or you can even use it as a healthy snack. So each of these products that we've talked about, that you've heard every single one of us talk about, I love the fact that when we are using it, it helps us look good and as well as feel amazing. So I want to use this opportunity tonight. I don't know who is here, that somebody has invited you or you're watching from whatever social media platform that you're watching, and you can actually resonate with any of these stories that you've heard about these two ladies tonight, or whatever health challenge or health goals that you might be going through. And you are saying to yourself, you know what? I need to make that change. But whatever you decide to do, I want you to have it in your mind that your health truly matters. So if it does matter, then what that means that you need to make that step. You need to take that call of action to say, you know what? I've had enough. I need to make a U-turn. And by you doing that, that means you are adding value. That means you know that your health, what's more than that 9-to-5 job that you're doing. You know that your health, what's more than the money that you're making every single day from that business, from whatever life, career that you're trying to build for yourself. You will get to know that. So I don't know if any of my guest speakers have anything that they want to, word of advice or anything that you want to say to people who are watching us, who are listening to us. Sister Bianca, you have anything you want to say? You are muted.
All right, sorry about that. Wow, there is one very important element that I left out from my testimony. The thing is, I have so many testimonies. I can't mention them all because I will take the whole Zoom if I had to talk about them. Which is my immune system. This was one of the, most important reasons. Remember, I flashed it, but I didn't explain it more. My immune system wasn't really that strong before that time. And you know that during the pandemic, I was forced to go out because I go for dialysis 3 times a week. I'm picked up by different drivers. I am handled by different nurses. And we know that during the pandemic, their nurses, their drivers, everybody, different people caught the virus. But you know what? Guess what? They tested me so many times, not even once. They thought maybe I'm symptomatic or something like that. They did those tests a couple of times and they saw that, I'm so grateful. First of all, I'll say it's God. I give God the glory for that. The second thing, this product, because it supports your immune system, and there is research to back that up, that our capsules, they support your immune system. And I am a beneficiary of that kind of wonderful, experience. So I'd like to say I'd like to say this to you. I'm not going to go too much into what I want to say, but I'm just going to mention something little. I grew up not being a person that falls sick. I was diagnosed with kidney disease and blood pressure at the same time. I never fell sick chronically, not even one day in my life. I only went to hospital to deliver my babies. That's the only time that I've slept in a hospital. But guess what? I was diagnosed once for all, just like that, out of nowhere. So what am I trying to get at? You that is at home sometimes that is thinking, oh yeah, because I've never been chronically ill, I'm healthy. I'd like to say that maybe we are deceiving ourselves. Because some of us don't even do our full medical check every year to know if, everything's okay with us. So, you supporting your health is better, because you're prevention is better than cure.
Absolutely.
So please don't think because you're not sick, then you think that you are healthy. No. That's one point that I'm just trying to raise. I'm saying this as somebody that experienced this. I need to share it because many people are ignorant because of that reason. So thank you, boss lady. Your health is your wealth. Prevention is better than cure. Those are my final words. Thank you so much again for having me, boss lady.
Thank you so much for coming on board. I love what you've just said. To be honest to you, listening to you saying that, yes, we all do say it. People will say, oh, you know what? I've never been ill. I've never taken ill. I've never been to the hospital. I've never done this. I've never done that. So I'm in good health. That's not true. Wisdom requires that, including myself. I know I don't do those checks and all that. So we all need to. We need to really, really go out there, and do those checks and make sure that, yes, that everything is okay. Okay, so thank you so much, Sister Bianca, for sharing that with us. I hope that word of wisdom hits someone out there tonight and you make that decision to turn around and make a new life for yourself. Yes, Sister Fumi, what would you want to say to anyone that is watching? Word of advice before we round up.
Okay, thank you, boss lady. So one single word of advice that I would like to give to whoever is watching us, wherever you're watching us from right now, is that this is the time to take your health seriously, because your health is matter more than whatever you are fighting for. Money, whatever, honestly, your health is more important than that. I learned this in a hard way from last year, the pandemic. I didn't know. So don't be ignorant. Don't be like me. I was like that. Don't wait too much time. But thank God it was not too late before I realized. So guys, take your health serious. It's worth more than a good. Thank you.
Thank you so much. And thank you to every single one out there that has tuned in to watch, whether you're watching from Facebook or whatever social media platform that you're watching this from. I want to say to you, a word is enough for the wise. So if everything that you have heard here tonight from these amazing ladies who have shared their story with us and giving you their story, they've just told you their story. They've just shared, if I'm allowed to say this, they've just shared just a little bit of their experience. Because if we, like what Bianca said, if we have to sit down here and go in detail, get a detailed story about what they had to go through, what has just been summarized here might be something that has been in existence for maybe more than 6, 7, 8 years, or even more than that. But because they made a decision, and they said to themselves, you know what, my health matters. I have to do something about it. So that's why I'm going to give us a call to action tonight. And that call to action is the fact that whoever you're watching this from, and you don't know how to kick this off, you don't know how to make the decision, you don't know how to take the step, regarding this decision that you're going to take tonight, I want you to please reach out. Reach out to that person that you're watching this from and tell that person, you know what, I do really need help. I think that's one step. That call of action means that you are ready. You are ready to do what it takes to turn your life around, to turn your health around. So on behalf of myself and on behalf of my guest speakers tonight, I want to say thank you to everyone that has been invited, and you've honored our invitation. You've honored that person that has invited you here. Like I said at the initial beginning, whoever invited you here love you and respects you, and that's why that person has invited you. So I would say, please go back to that person that has invited you, or that you're watching this from their platform, and tell the person, you know what, I love what I have heard from this video that you've shared with me. I want to know more. Knowledge is power. To be informed is empowerment. So you want to be empowered by this knowledge or by this experience, or you want to be able to share your own story, just like this lady have shared, please reach out to that person. And remember, we're not making medical claims. We're just sharing our stories, just as it is, so that you can be inspired, so that you can know that there are people out there who have made the same decision, who have taken the step to come out and to say to themselves that my health really matters. My health is what more than anything else. And they decided to make that decision. So thank you all so much for watching. I want to say good night, God bless, and see you next week. God bless.